everybody. Today I wanted to send you a video because it's the new year, and obviously we're in 2020. I mean, I just can't imagine. That's a crazy number for me, 2020. I remember when I was a kid, and I'm an older kid still, but that year 2000 seemed like a long ways away, and I used to kind of fantasize about what age will I be when I'm 2000, and what will the world be like? And here we are in 2020, where I mean, not long ago, this was a year that people would say is in science fiction, and it just seems normal. But it's going to be a good year. We're starting a whole new decade, so let's talk about it. Usually what happens at the end of the year, or at the beginning of the year, people come up with resolutions. They want to do this, this, and this. I want to get these things done. And the most common New Year's resolutions are these: get organized, help others. A lot of them are getting healthier, losing weight, quitting smoking, exercise, more family time, enjoy life more. That's kind of a good one. Get out of debt. I mean, there's all kinds of New Year's resolutions, and you may have some New Year's resolutions that you've come up with this year. Let me know what they are, and I'll do my best to help you get to those. But I want to talk to you a little bit about, obviously work, because we're talking about work here. And the way I like to look at it is these resolutions don't have to be just at the beginning of a new year. I really do believe, and we talked about it last year, about trying to improve a little bit all the time, but it can be something you do every month. What are we going to change? Just one thing. What can we change? Just one little thing that might make a difference. And trust me, it's okay to change and do something new and to fail. If it doesn't work, try another thing. Okay? But it's important, I think, to always be evolving, always be trying something new, to do something new. That's really what the YouTube is, and I'm going to try some other new ways of communication this year, other ways to get to everybody, because we're kind of spread out. We're not all right in the backyard, so how can I get information to you? I'm sorry, I think I'm shaking the camera every time I move the table, but because, life is like riding a bicycle, and I love riding a bicycle, but if you just stand still, it's really hard to balance yourself. You got to keep moving forward to keep your balance, to keep things moving. So you got to constantly look at what's the next thing, what's the next one thing that we can do to improve. So you remember our winning metrics in 2019. There's a little bit of a change this year, but what I want you to think about, and maybe to challenge all of your staff and have them watch this video too, what is the one thing that they're going to do differently in their job on a daily basis to improve the winning metrics? One of them is heartbeat, and heartbeat is such a big thing. It's like, how do we make our guests more happy? What can we do differently? Or one little thing that'll make our score jump a small amount. Because targets will be coming out shortly. This year will come out really early in the year. You'll get to see what the targets are that we've set, and maybe you've set your own targets for heartbeat and the winning metrics, which is great. And of course, for revenue, RGI work is one thing you can do differently every month, every week, every day to improve your revenue. But one thing, heartbeat is a tough one because it's such a big thing. But all the other things that are part of this go into heartbeat. Recognition. What's the one thing as a front desk person, if I'm talking to the front desk people, what's the one thing you can do today to improve recognition? And you guys all know all the different things, and I'll remind you throughout the year. We'll have help from operations support and metric meetings. We have one coming up tomorrow in Phoenix for the hotels out here. Enrollments. What are some of the things you can do? What's the one thing you can do to improve your enrollments? This is the new one, check-in experience, but I wanted to add that one here rather than last, because look at those 4 things. If you're on the front desk, you have a part in 4 of the 5 winning metrics. Recognition, check-in experience, enrollments. You do all those things. Of course, other people can recognize guests and enroll guests, but nobody else can check them in. It's just the front desk doing that. And of course, all those things have to do with how well your heartbeat score comes around. So what's the one thing you can do differently to improve your check-in experience? And then lastly is carbon footprint. Last year we just kind of...
Sorry, I couldn't quite...
Sorry, Siri. What's the one thing we can do to improve your carbon footprint? Last year we kind of scratched the surface on that, and that we put our numbers in. Hopefully most of you got your numbers in. I think not everybody did. Make sure on a monthly basis you're inputting your numbers on your energy usage, water usage, gas usage, that type of thing. Now, what is a one thing you can do on a monthly basis? And maybe it can change every month to improve your carbon footprint, to reduce your carbon footprint, to reduce the impact that you have on our Earth. Okay, what can we do? And I'm a big believer in that. This is going to be something that we're going to do this year. We'll talk a little bit more about. Last year was just scratching the surface. This year we'll dig deeper into that. So you guys are going to come up with a whole bunch of ideas. All right. Hopefully this is stoking a few ideas on you right now. Maybe it's something you're thinking about. What can I do? I've got an idea. If you wouldn't mind sharing those with me, I'd really appreciate it. When I come around and meet with you, I'll ask you these things. What's your one thing you're going to change? What's the one thing that you're going to do and put up on a board somewhere? Or let everybody know. Make sure you communicate with your staff. But you should all have an idea on at least those 5 things. But think of the 5 things that are important to your own personal life too. We went back to those New Year's resolutions. What's the one thing you're going to do differently if one of your resolutions is this? What's the one thing I'm going to do to get there? And keep up and keep doing that. And if it doesn't work, do something else. It's because, honestly, I'm a big believer in change. And some people hate change. I think I can resist it sometimes too. But I do like it because it forces us to try new things to better ourselves. And if you change absolutely nothing, then nothing will change. So if you're super happy, I guess you'd say, I'm really happy. I don't want anything to change. This is perfect. I'm living in a dream world right now. And sometimes I feel like I am. But I always still think it can do something a little bit better to improve this part of that part of that. So think about what is the one thing that you're going to change. And remember that if you change nothing, then nothing will change. So what were you going to do differently tomorrow? And it doesn't have to be today. I know, procrastinators. You can start it today. What can I do differently in the next 5 minutes? But what are you going to do differently tomorrow? As a front desk person, as a housekeeper, as a maintenance person, working with food and beverage, at the bar or breakfast area, what is it that you're going to do? As a general manager, how are you going to be a better manager? How are you going to be better with supervising people? What are you going to do differently this year? What one thing will you do differently tomorrow? And that's my challenge to you. So I got this little graphic. I just wanted to share that with you from a 6th grade teacher on YouTube. I found this picture and then I watched the video and he's singing the song to 6th graders. I've got a feeling, and I'm not a good singer, that this year is going to be a good year. And I do believe that 2020, it's a cool number. It's going to be a great year, better than last year, and last year was a really good year. So let's keep it up. Let's keep it going this year. I'm going to see all of you soon, hopefully. I'm planning visits with the owners and general managers to get out there and talk about what is it that you're going to do differently. What is it that I can do to help you reach your goals and targets, your personal goals and your work goals. Keep it all in balance. So I'll be seeing you soon. And just wanted to say thank you. Thank you to all of you for watching the videos, for being a part of this momentum that we have and group that we have. I know we're kind of spread out, and you might say, well, I'm in Sacramento, or I'm in Shreveport, Louisiana, or I'm in Utah, or Phoenix, or Riverside area, Hesperia. You guys, I see you. Remember this. I see you, Victorville. Anyway, thank you guys so much for paying attention to the videos and watching the videos. And really, I do hope that you take this to heart and think of what are the one thing that you can do for each of those things, and also for your personal goals for 2020. Thank you.